Well, guys, here we are. We officially have learned the first plot details about Deadpool 3. And this comes directly from one of the writers of the film who was recently hired by Marvel Studios, or should I say rehired after they were replaced for the initial script. And yes, they confirm this is set in the MCU. So this comes directly from Rhett Reese, who is one of the writers of Deadpool 3. And they recently appeared on the Bro Bible show talking about how they are approaching Deadpool 3 in terms of how exactly it works, since Deadpool is now owned by Disney and going to the MCU. And here is the exact quote, and I quote, "It's a wonderful opportunity for a fish out of water story. Deadpool is a lunatic at the center of a movie. To drop a lunatic into a very sane world, it's straight butter. It's going to be really fun." End quote. So that right there just told you everything you need to know, and it's exactly what we thought the film was going to be. Deadpool is being taken from his universe, aka the Fox-Men universe, and they are doing a fish out of water story, where just like Thor 1, for example, they take him from a world he exists in and drop him into a world that he's not familiar with. They are taking him from the Fox-Men universe and dropping him into the MCU, and they are going to be dealing with how does Deadpool react to a universe where the MCU exists when he comes from a universe where the timeline didn't make sense, characters didn't make sense, events from film to film didn't make sense, recastings and all this. So essentially what they're saying here, and what is confirmed, is that we are officially going to address all of that, the baggage that comes with the Fox-Men universe, dropping Deadpool into this new universe, and then playing around with the ideas of now he's here, what do we do now? And also, how does his style play into this new universe he's a part of? In my opinion, this is awesome, and this is the first thing I remember us talking about when the Fox acquisition happened on that following podcast, or maybe the one after that, where we were spitballing ideas and we all kind of agreed it needs to be a story about leaving the old universe, coming into the MCU, and being Deadpool in a universe that he doesn't fit into. And it sounds like that's exactly what we're gonna get. Now again, I'm assuming that we're still gonna get some time in the Fox-Men universe. They gotta kind of take him out of that and do whatever they will, and then officially transplant him into the MCU. And what plot it involves, how it involves more than likely, you know, the bigger things going on in the MCU, the timelines and all this, that's all gonna be fun. I'm assuming they're gonna play around with that, make fun of it, and, you know, use it to their advantage. Because again, for the millionth time, we know this is going to be R-rated. So they're dropping R-rated Deadpool into a universe that's typically PG. So there's a lot of opportunity here to really play around with a lot of fun stuff and just make fun of everything and everyone. And I absolutely love this whole thing. I'm super excited. This is probably the most I've been excited about Deadpool 3. The idea of, yeah, he's going to be out of place here, and that's the point. So what is your guys' take on this? I know some people are going to be rather disappointed by this. They're going to want just Deadpool in the old universe, but we kind of knew that was never going to happen. You know, they're not going to keep him in there. He's got to come to the MCU. They said that from day one, so it's happening. So what is your guys' thought on this?